The Man from Toronto is a 2022 American action comedy film directed by Patrick Hughes. It stars Kevin Hart and Woody Harrelson, along with Kaylee Cuoco, Jasmine Matthews, Leela Lauren, Pearson Fode, Giancarlo Canella, and Ellen Parkin in supporting roles. Cinematography done by Rob Hardy. During post-production, the film's music was composed by Ramin Djawadi. Toronto is featured very little in The Man from Toronto. There's the iconic CN Tower, visible only in a distant establishing shot of the twilight skyline, and some glimpses of a distant hideout somewhere on the outskirts of the city, before the Canadian hitman hero, Woody Harrelson, is summoned, the mission and action moving elsewhere. The Man from Toronto follows other great movies in the horror genre, but it's still enjoyable. Kevin Hart focuses on comedy, where his motor-mouth delivery works well for his creepy character. Harrelson portrays the man as a straight man, with a sinister killer vibe, and some comedic flourishes. Action-wise, director Patrick Hughes unleashes his creativity for a gonzo third-act skirmish that's worth repeated viewings. Director Patrick Hughes continues his hitman-centric work with Netflix's The Man from Toronto, following his Hitman Bodyguard films. Woody Harrelson is the deadly hitman and Kevin Hart is a small-town resident who accidentally creates a scene and mistakes him for the killer. Forced to share space, the two move from enemies to somewhat friendly countries. It never reaches the heights of other films in the genre like Midnight Run or The Rundown, but it's a fun summer creation. In January 2020, it was announced that Patrick Hughes was set to direct Robbie Fox's script The Man from Toronto, with Jason Statham and Kevin Hart to star. Jason Blumenthal, Todd Black, Bill Bannerman, and Steve Tisch are producing for Escape Artists, and distributed by Sony Pictures. In March, Statham abruptly left the project 6 weeks before filming after clashing with producers over the film's tone and rating. He was replaced by Woody Harrelson. Kaylee Cuoco was added in April and Pearson Fode in May. Jasmine Matthews, Ellen Parkin, Leela Lauren, and Tomohisa Yamashita were added in October. Filming was scheduled to begin in April 2020 in Atlanta, but in March, production was halted due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Filming began on October 12, 2020 in the Toronto area. The film is slated for a theatrical release on November 20, 2020 by Sony Pictures. But it got delayed due to various reasons. The film was finally completed in 2022. Due to Netflix's deal with Sony Pictures, it has been granted exclusive streaming rights to upcoming films, including this film, after Sony sold the film's distribution rights to the theatrical and home media windows to Netflix in April 2022. The Man from Toronto is released by Netflix on June 24, 2022 from Toronto. The film received generally negative reviews from critics. It looks like most of the film was shot in Ontario. Did our audience notice that? Tell us your opinion about the film in the comments.